Hello and welcome to NATawesome, The Rise of the Vampire King, Session 1. Um, we're here with all of our players. Let me go ahead and turn up their audio so we can hear them all. Hey guys. Alright. So, last we left off, the party had just made their way through the gates of Darford. Inside, they see a extremely well cleaned, organized city. The traffic is moving back and forth between businesses. People are doing commerce. It seems like there's a good flow through the city. You could see Kingsguard walking around, not too concerned as this is a fairly safe city. Um, so I will go ahead and turn it over to you guys to figure out what you would like to do.
I step forward and does anyone ever been here before? Because I step forward and does anyone ever been here before? Your silence tells me that's a no. So I look around and I just look for a guard of some sort.
Easy enough to do. They're traveling by every so often.
Okay, I kind of flag one down and just like, hello, excuse me,
Oh
and
yeah.
I pull out like a handful of the goblin ears I had, and I'm like, what can I do with? Where can I turn these in? These are killed by myself and my compatriots, and I was told I can get gold for goblin ears.
Oh, the guard approaches, looking rather interested, kind of grossed out at the same time. I mean, here, safe in the city, they don't really get many goblin ears. You may try at the guilds area. Somebody may take those. Uh,
Okay, hypothetical. Pretend like I've never been here before. Like, where would I go?
and
And
go ahead.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
The guard indicates, further down the main road. So you keep going that way. If you hit the main market square, you've gone too far. It's in the buildings surrounding right outside of that. He's kind of pointing off to the um, southeast of the city.
All right, thank you, and go about your day.
And the guard taking a double look back at you and joins the other guard on patrol and continues about their way.
I turn to the rest of the group. Well, we know where the market is, and I know where I'm turning these ears in. Is there a reason why you guys came here? Or we just
Looking
hanging
for work.
out?
Yeah, looking for work, and there's somebody we're looking for too. At least that I'm looking for.
I don't even know where here is.
I'm just curious as to where my little gnome went.
Well, I wouldn't mind getting paid for these years that we so worked hard for, but you guys can come with me if you want, or you could go about your own business. And at this, I like turn on my heel and I just start walking the way that the guard told me to go.
I'm gonna follow the dwarf.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna head with him. We'll be heading the same direction anyway.
Okay.
And sure enough, as the guard said, making your way through the city, everything's pretty well marked, either with written word or in picture form, or both. You continue on, and you get to a cluster of brown buildings, 2 stories each, kind of set up in like a quad formation. This definitely seems to be a place where there are possibly several guild buildings. The first one to your right has a sword and shield on the front of it. The one to across from that has a balance scale. The one further south to that, on the left side, has kind of like a potion and like what could be bandages on it. Um, and then there's still another that has a symbol very familiar to Abaddon on it.
I go over to investigate.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Forgot my dice. While I'm walking over to investigate, someone please do something.
Um, I turn to Fenris. No, not Fenris. I'm sorry. Max. I turn to Max and I go, do you did you need something here? Like, my thing can be done later. Like I said, I kind of, if you're looking for work, I don't know if you've ever been here before. You seem to have a kind of grasp for what's going on in the city.
Oh,
You seem like you're a city born.
oh yeah, definitely I am. But more of the scum of the underworld kind of like lifestyle. This is where we're at right now is not really my expertise. But the one thing that I was going to bring up with the
Alan, go
rest
ahead
of the
and roll
group,
investigation while they're talking.
you know, and mainly this is something that Alan and me would be more privy to, but from one of our previous adventures together, that chest we found, actually take a look at that and read to you guys what was in there. So
You see, Maximus throw down his pack and reach inside and pull out a book.
okay, so it's a journal entry from a mad druid. So this is all from the text here. So the
And
sixth
I'm assuming
day,
you guys are kind of like in the shadow of one of the buildings, kind of out of the main
I,
thoroughfare,
I would figure maybe like
Yeah, we followed Abaddon
over to the
to one
building.
of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
okay,
I,
so
I got a 10.
Easy enough for you to recognize this symbol. It's something you had grown up with. It is actually the symbol of the school that you went to, and as you know, part of training of young wizards and involves them going and doing like almost an apprenticeship in certain towns, doing odd jobs. So this is a place that you would be welcome inside.
Well, I I look over to the rest of the guys and be like, hey, I'm gonna pop in here for a little bit. You guys don't need to follow me. Um, and then I proceed to walk into the store.
I follow him. I'm interested in what he's doing. Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah, more the merrier.
Yeah, I want to see what you're about, lad. Like, you obviously know this building, so maybe we can figure out what. And I again have my ears just kind of on me. I'm like, maybe they want these.
I look down at him, and I'm like, well, I actually do know this. This is part of like the wizarding school I used to be in. Um, hopefully, I can get some useful things here.
Well, lead on. I'll follow your lead.
Into the
I,
store.
I, I don't follow him. I want to investigate the building with the scales.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation for me, and I'm gonna take the other two inside real quick.
Okay.
Going forward, there is a huge purple door with a golden serpent chasing its own tail, and in the center of it, a cauldron. Um, how do you proceed?
Wait, this is like at the door.
Hmm.
So there's a purple door. Hmm. There's no handle.
No handle.
Um, I look down at the dwarf and be like, I'm honestly kind of lost.
Well, I walk up to the door and I knock, but I do like shave and a haircut and see if anybody gives me a tap tap on the other side.
Silence.
Well, that's the best I have. I mean, you come from the
Oh,
school. Can't you
and
like wave your hands magically and open the door?
oh, magic isn't like that simple, my dude. You know. And of course, they're not going to answer when you knock. I mean, they're the biggest introverts that I know. I'm telling you, like, whew, they a lot of them really pale from what I remember. Um, and I like walk up to the door and I I try to grab the snake.
It is a. You can't really grab it. It appears to be painted on.
Oh, okay. Uh, and it's moving as it goes.
No, it's not moving. It's just it
Oh, it's not
appears
moving.
it's like a circle chasing its tail. Like a circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Caduceus.
I
Or not
um
a Ouroboros.
I I point my finger at the door and I cast firebolt. Like dead, like aiming it at the snake.
Um, door's still there.
Uh,
Uh,
I
and
kind of
I
look up at him and I'm
say,
like, so I guess it's been a while since you've been to school.
you know, I was a servant. Okay, I mostly followed a guy around. He kind of taught me a thing or two, but I can't say that I was actually like in the school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you were the janitor?
no, I was not the janitor. I was more of like uh, a service boy. But it was not one of those weird relationships. Okay, it was pretty mutual. The guy actually kind of liked me.
Right.
He took pity on a tiefling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your investigation score, Fillion?
15.
15. Okay. So, looking at the sign, you see a balance and scale. There appears to be a large bay door going inside, and you can see, relatively well dressed individuals conducting business within.
Okay. So it's what I thought it was. I'm no longer interested in this building.
Okay.
Can I get a description of the other buildings? The other
Yes.
kind?
All the buildings are the same brown wood, two-story.
Mm-hmm.
The building further down from the building with the balancing scales appears to have a potion and a magical, like a bandage on it. There is directly across from the building with the balancing scales is a sign that has a sword and shield.
Before we go in there, let me finish reading this journal entry to you guys. Because you guys
Oh.
just like dashed in that building, and I was gonna read to you guys this thing.
Well,
Kind of
apparently we don't know how to get in the building, so we might as well hear a story.
one of the main reasons why at least me and Abaddon came this way. Okay, so anyway, it's a journal entry from a mad druid. The sixth day of the second week of Chiss, the year of the haunting, so it's 1377 DR. Honey, I'm sorry, I don't know exactly
Who's Honey?
what the I I don't know Dungeon Mistress. I'm sorry.
That's the current year.
Okay, well I mean, what does DR stand for? Just so that I know and the guys know.
Uh, I forgot. I think it referred to the current year, but it was a fancy way of putting
Okay.
it.
All right. I get it. I mean, it's not like I ever think about what you know AD actually stands for. So, all right. The master will be pleased that I was able to find the seed so easily. These fools have used such a powerful item as a mere decoration. It was easy to convince that young fool Zan to help me. All it took was a simple promise of bestowing him the power. The funny thing is, they never asked what type of power. To avoid suspicion, I will be going ahead to Darford. I just hope that these idiots can uphold their end of the bargain. They will meet the same fate either way. It was just as it was just so much more enjoyable to watch the sudden realization as they met their demise. Yes, Zane will make such a lovely addition to my collection. Soon my master's will wish will be fulfilled. The world will be bathed in blood and darkness, and I will be there at my master's side as he gains his true power.
Hmm.
So this guy responsible for kidnapping Ariel should be here in Darford.
Well, you're a seedy type of individual. Do you know who would be into abductions?
Um, I do know that with my background, I'm supposed to be able to. Um,
And as you're doing this, you and Abaddon remember that you have copies of letters that Zane had left with the guards that were guarding Ariel. And recalling from these letters, you remember that Zane was going to Darford to meet somebody at the Broken Mass to sell the pearl.
The broken man.
Well, let's ask a guard what that is if they know. I'll ask.
Okay. You flag down a guard. The closest one is posted at the corner of the building with the um, balancing scale on it. Um, you you go over and approach him, and he's standing very upright and kind of just gazing straight forward. He seems to be taking his post very seriously.
Hmm.
What do you ask him?
Guard, have you heard of a place called the Broken Mast?
I'd never go to the place like that.
Why not? What do you
That's
mean by a
for
place
that's
like
for
that?
for desecrates and more the mischievous type.
Sounds like my kind of people.
Would you would you be able to point me in its direction?
Not saying I know where it is, but if it was, it would be down by the docks.
Sounds
So
appropriate.
you
Thank
do
you.
know where it is for some reason. I just give him like a scowling look, like
Just
really.
doesn't even phase him. He's like straight up like he's really proud of his position. Just
Hmm.
seems to be a little bit, his armor's a little bit more shiny than other ones you've seen. He definitely is taking this a little bit more serious than it needs to be.
Um, are we going towards the broken mast?
Uh, yeah, I mean, is that where you guys would like to go? I'm kind of following you guys now until I find a place to sell these damn goblin ears.
You could probably sell them at the building with the large scales on it. That's where they're doing all the sales. Seems like it's an auction house type place.
Well, I was hoping more for a sheriff guards thing, maybe alchemy. I don't know if
like a bounty,
merchants are down for my ears.
Well, I
like
think
a
there's an alchemist
bounty.
too. I'm not sure. I
Well,
haven't
we'll
looked
find
into
out.
it.
Well, I, I'll go where the group goes.
Yep. The people with the journals, I guess it's your decision.
Yeah, Max, you seem like you're pretty interested in figuring out this journal and whoever is ever at the broken mast.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to go ahead in that way. I mean, not only that, with my background, I'll be able to probably find a contact, which is something I wanted to talk to you, Ash. Um, with my background, I have a feature, the criminal contact.
Hmm.
Is there any way I could use that once we get down to the
It's not so
docks?
much of you using it. It will trigger something if it's applicable in the city.
Okay, so I can't like reach out to contact.
In this case, if you have you ever has Maximus ever been to this city before?
I would say yes.
Okay. So if, if in that case and you have made a connection in the past, they will approach you.
Okay. I'm assuming that Max has traveled by the sea quite a bit, so I would assume he's probably stopped here and not really realized, known where he was, but not really like try to keep a low profile. So maybe make a couple contacts.
Okay. So, what is the party deciding to do?
I guess we're making our way towards the broken mast.
Indeed.
Okay.
At least we can
Let
find
go.
some work.
All right. So, which direction do you guys go?
We're the docks.
Yeah. Do we know where the docks are,
I don't
guys?
think we do.
I'm gonna. Can I like see if I can't like smell the ocean or something along those? I'm assuming this is like a port city, like an ocean city, or is this like on the river?
This is the Ocean City.
Can I see if I can't like
Sneak down to the
Go
beach.
ahead and roll.
smell?
Roll a survival check for me.
Tight, tight, tight. Ha, 21.
Despite this being a town and there being various other smells, your keen little dwarf nose picks up the aroma of salt wafting in off of the afternoon breeze. It is coming further to the east of where you guys are.
Oh, God. God, it smells like the ocean. It's this way. And I start heading eastward.
Alright, I'll quickly follow.
Okay, so everyone's heading down to the docks. So as you are heading to the docks, you pass through the main market square, in the center of which is a very, very large building that seems to be the main place people are going for their purchases. Continuing through there, uh, the buildings are getting less and less nice. Um, you start seeing more of what would be considered the slums of the city as you are going through. You see children not very clean, playing in what you could only imagine was, leftover, whatever that could be, like just really nasty water they're playing in with the little boat. Continuing further, you make it through the slums and you approach the docks. To the north of you is a small group of buildings that is at the end of the main dock where most of the supplies are being unloaded in that area.
I'm assuming those buildings, one of those is going to be our broken mast.
Is there somebody like unloading the docks right now? Like there's like crewmen of ships.
Yeah, this is a busy port, so there are people going to and fro, unloading things, putting them in carts, and
I walk over to one of the guys, one of the people unloading the boats, and I go, "Hey, I'm looking for the broken mast. Point me in the right direction."
uh, what you see is a shell of a turtle and a figure who has a very pale kind of green skin, um, more rounded hand-like appendages and feet. Um, and as he slowly is turning towards you with the barrel in his hand, he says, "The broken mast, you say? That'll be a that-away." And he indicates kind of what would you assume is his elbow towards the first large wooden building.
Okay. I toss him like a copper piece and just nod my head and walk away. Or I place it on top of the barrel that he's carrying, like
Thank
because he
you.
can't really catch.
Nope. Mighty kind of you, sir. And goes back to loading up a cart.
Okay. And I walk back to the group. All right, it's over here. And I start heading towards the building.
I'll follow.
The smell reaches your party before anything else. It smells like a mixture of uh, gasoline, vomit, and just old dried seaweed.
This is a scent that reminds me of my past life.
I feel bad for you if that's what the smell reminds you of. Because it's gross. That's what I say. Gross. Um, yeah, I just, guys, I make my way up to the door to the tavern, Broken Masts.
Fitting its name, there is a broken mast attached to the side of the building. Passing through the door, it's relatively empty. This is, kind of more of a working hour of the day. Um, there's still somebody behind the bar, and the 5 o'clock anytime person in the corner. Um, looking, they're kind of the person in the corner is looking at you over the cup. Uh, and the bartender stops, slows, cleaning the glass, and kind of doesn't really give you a friendly acknowledgement, but kind of a grunt and a nod.
I walk up to the bartender and have you ever heard the name Zane?
Don't know if I have, but maybe you could help me remember.
I walk over to Max. He wants money. I've dealt with this kind before, and I
Oh,
reach in and I slide him like 2 copper pieces, and I like
uh,
maybe this will jog your memory.
He kind of looks at you, looks at the copper pieces, and kind of turns his back a little bit, extends his hand behind him, and like does the like give it to me sign.
Okay, I like kind of give it to him.
Okay, so faster than you can think possible for a grubby old man to do, he whisks those coins away into a uh, little stash underneath the counter. Oh yeah, Zane. I've heard that name before.
go on.
That's it.
Can't
Does
really
it
say
cost more?
when he was in here last.
I look at Max again and go, he wants more money.
Alright, dwarf, then pay the man.
I roll my eyes and I pull out a silver piece and I slide a silver piece over to him.
He again takes that coin and is like, "Oh yeah, Zane. I saw him probably 4 days ago. He was in here waiting to meet with somebody. Don't know if that somebody ever showed up."
Hmm.
And I'm assuming you know who this somebody he was waiting for. You're just gonna try to charge us for it, are you?
Can't say that I know.
That's um, I toss a couple of silver coins at him. Does that jog your memory?
Like I said, I couldn't say that I knew him. Thank you for the money, though. I was being sincere
Money
that
well
time.
spent.
Then throw a beer on that, please.
Uh, a beer, huh? Let's see.
An ale, please.
Let's see.
Some mead.
Um, some
Uh,
hoppy mead if you have that.
so if you'd like a mug of ale, that'll be 4 copper pieces.
Take
Take
that
it out
out
of
of
the
what
silver.
I just gave you. And if that's at all possible, get my boys drinks too, please.
Okay. So he takes the money and pulls out five tankers, and sets them on the counter and pops open a small little craft barrel and begins pouring out this kind of brown, frothy liquid. Um, Not quite sure how that one's gonna taste, but guess you guys will find out.
Sounds good to me. Bottoms up, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink that whole thing in one gulp.
Is there any
I'd like to
tables or
see.
anything for us
Okay,
to hang
so
out?
each of you need to make a Constitution save.
Tight.
Wait, is it for drinking?
Yes.
I I was
Oh
not
my
going
god.
to drink.
No, I got a
But
5.
I got 20.
Is this a poison?
I mean,
No, it's because you're getting drunk.
it's drunk.
I mean, I have advantage against poisons.
I
Uh,
got something for you. You roll with
okay, if not,
advantage.
I
I
can roll with
was
advantage.
Yes. And
Okay,
what
cool.
were you
I
saying, Abaddon?
was gonna I was gonna say like I wasn't gonna drink it
Okay, that's fine. Then you don't need to roll.
because yeah, because I was like looking at it and I just kind of gave it like a disgusting look, um and I set it back down and I'm like I'll pass.
Okay, not a problem. You don't have to roll then.
I got 21.
Okay, so you are completely fine. You are still considered sober. Um, so and Maximus, you are now tipsy. You currently don't have any penalties. And Filian, what'd you roll?
20.
Okay, you are also still sober. Okay.
I
Alright.
I like raise my mug. I'm like who wants this one?
I immediately grab it and I just drink it.
Okay, go ahead and roll again.
Ooh, thank God I have it. That is an 11.
Okay, you are still sober.
This is weak compared to Dwarven Ale. Just tastes bad.
That's
Like
why I didn't
Bud
drink
Light,
it.
Bud Light for dwarves.
Yeah,
I agree
exactly.
with the dwarf. The monks at my monastery make better ale than this.
The monks in your monastery make ale?
Of course. How do you think they make money?
Tithes?
Dude, I want to hang out with those guys, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. One of these days, you'll have to let me sample some of that.
Our temple is to Odin. We
So it's
drink
got to
beer.
be good.
Yes.
Okay. So what are you
They
guys
make
doing? Are you
money.
standing near the bar drinking?
Yeah, so it's just
I'm just sitting there honestly kind of looking around, just minding my own business, thinking about if I should just prestigitate a dick onto somebody.
We've all been there. Uh, so maybe if we can find somebody, maybe we can do some contracts. Maybe we can find our way to this man and see if we can't maybe figure out what's going on.
Can it involve murder?
Well, it depends on the job.
Fair enough.
Can I go ahead and have Maximus roll perception, please?
Give me 1 second. So 13.
Okay, so as you're looking around the room over the beer, you notice that the uh, person who was sitting in the far corner is no longer there.
That was going to be one of my next questions. Is I wanted to look around at the crowd of people. So obviously,
Yeah, I was
I
one too.
noticed that somebody. I noticed somebody takes off. Okay. Did I happen to catch where they went? I mean, is there only one entrance and exit to this
As
place?
far as you know, there's only one entrance and exit to this place.
Okay, there might be like a back door, but it wouldn't be easy for somebody that didn't work there to come through. Okay. Well, I gestured to the guys like, "Hey, there's a creepy guy in the back over there, and he just disappeared. So we might want to check around outside."
All right, that sounds like a
What
good
was
idea.
so creepy about him? Man?
Well, he was lurking in the back, and then
He
after
left
we
So
when we mentioned
after we
Zane.
after we
I
asked
like
about Zane, he ended
I
up
like Lily.
disappearing. So I figure that's a good sign that we should probably find this guy, or at least follow him. If any of you guys are good at shadowing people, then come with me.
Oh,
I'm not known for my subtlety.
yeah.
I'll
And I
go
kind
with
of
you.
point to the
Or we
mohawk.
can just question him. I
I'll
mean,
go with
it's
you.
up to you guys.
I can be intimidating for sure.
I
I'll
don't.
just follow your lead on it. I'll
And
just follow your lead on it.
Fenris says, "I'll give you bardic inspiration."
Sick. I appreciate that. My
I
gnome
look over at
homie.
it and be like, where were you?
Been here the whole time.
Not making a peep. God damn it.
Before we leave, I asked the bartender's name.
My name's Squall.
Okay.
You own the broken mast, and your name is Squall.
Yes.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
that's rather serendipitous. Okay, yeah, all right, what a coincidence. Yeah, yeah. And I just kind of walk. I just walk outside.
Okay. So, what? You guys are all going outside together?
Yes.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm into.
Okay. So, you guys, leaving, taking your tankards, doesn't seem to be unusual if either of those two things were to happen here. Um, Heading outside, you see that man standing between two of the nearest slum buildings, kind of in the shadows. Just kind of, he has his cloak hood up, um, and he gestures towards you as you come out.
I want to walk up, but I want to be definitely leery. I'm kind of on the defensive, just in case.
He's
You know.
gesturing to all of us in
I
general.
You can't tell, but he
I
seems
Okay.
to
mean,
be.
we're in
I
a group.
uh
I would assume.
I look at him and I'll be like, hey look, buddy, I don't do like special favors or anything, you know?
He
Let's
doesn't hear you. You may need to get closer, as he's like kind of like, hey. He's kind of old. His appearance.
Casually walk up to the guy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stay leery though. Still, I don't care how old he is.
No need, lads. No lead. I heard you were looking for work.
We were looking for
um
Zane.
I didn't hear you mention that, but I heard you talking about some goblin ears.
Oh, and I finally like reach out, happy that I finally have somebody asking for my goblin ears. Like, how much?
Well, I don't want though, but if it's work you need and looking to sell items, it's the golden dragon you seek.
sounds very golden and dragony.
Okay.
And
Uh,
what, pray
Anyone?
tell, is the golden dragon?
it's not so much a who as a whom, and they control quite a bit of what goes on here. Um, Now, if you're willing to go see the Golden Dragon, I can tell you what you need to do.
I look around at my compatriots like, work.
Yeah, I'm down.
I look at the old man. I'm like, do they have a symbol that's kind of like a golden dragon or like, or no, that was a snake, right?
That was a snake you saw before.
That was a snake. Yeah,
Yeah. This is
I'm like,
seemingly unrelated.
I was
So he pulls. Are you all nodding in agreement that you want this lead on work?
I'm not
Well,
nodding, but I'm following the dwarf.
I want to hear what he says we have to do
Okay.
first.
So he reaches in his cloak. Slowly as he notices you all are pretty tense. Just kind of like gives you the, I'm not trying to kill you, just trying to pull something out of my pocket. And he pulls out a pretty large, like a $half size coin, that looks to be made out of silver. And on one side of it, it has a dragon, um, inlaid into the silver. He holds up the coin and says, now what you're going to do is head back to the main market square and find the biggest building and go to there. That's called Dune Dragon's General Goods. And once inside, wait for somebody to approach you and tell them I have come to pay a coin to the dragon. And but you have to tell the dragon later that Colin had sent you.
Tell him
Talon.
Colin sent.
Talon with a T. Talon.
Oh, Talon.
Talon.
And I'm assuming you're Talon.
That I am.
And what kind of work does the Golden Dragon usually give out?
All sorts. Sometimes some of the jobs it's best not to ask. Other times you'll find out when you accept the job. But it's work, isn't it?
What
Famous last
benefit
words.
is it of? What benefit is it to you for us to
Why,
mention your name?
I get 5 gold apiece that come to him for work.
Sounds like a trap.
But my
We'll
real
see if
question
I.
is why did you dart out of the bar when we brought up Zane?
I didn't dart
Get
out
it?
when you mentioned Zane. I darted out because I know you. I've seen you before. We've talked before. And me hearing you needed work, I thought I'd give a helping hand.
Okay. A little behind.
really bad with
So it seems like you really trust
the
this
names.
Talon guy. Well, guys, it's work if we want to see what they have to offer for us.
Let's go. I'm down.
Sounds like a trap, but let's do it. I
Alright.
like traps.
It's a trap.
Not that kind of trap.
So, as you're discussing this between you, you look back to tell Talon that you have accepted it, and he's already gone. And somehow the coin is now in your hand, Maximus. And he's gone. Straight up gone.
And I'm like,
Okay.
what? Where? I wanted to put a dick on him.
You lost your dick-opportunity.
Well, I guess we'll make our way to the main market and look for the big building.
Yep.
I'm
I'm
really
down for
upset I
that.
haven't been able
Were
to
we in the main market just where we were last?
You had passed
Yeah.
through the main market on your way to the docks. So I would say if, again, somebody roll me a survival check since, but the only one that's been here before is Max, so he would have advantage on this roll.
Let's go west. That's where we came from.
What did you want? What am I rolling for, Ash?
Survival to see if you know how to get through the city back, because this is a pretty big city.
We all have to do it, or just him?
No, just him.
Okay.
Nat one.
But you have advantage because
But
you've been here
you
before.
have an advantage.
Okay, so yeah.
Just gotta roll higher than a 1. Be a 20.
Okay, a 10.
Okay,
Oh.
I mean you've been here before. You kind of have seen some of the bigger buildings and piecing it together. I mean, you guys spend probably an hour like going the wrong way, doubled back to the broken mast, and then
Oh my god.
Max gets his bearings, says okay, and he heads off in the direction of the market district. Reaching there, you see a very large building with its bay doors open. Uh,
Ah, damn.
there is a constant flow of people going in and out. Most of them seem to be middle class. Walking in, you see tables adorned with various items for sale, from simple household goods to other rather odd looking statues. Along the back wall, there is a long counter where customers are putting in their orders. Uh, Inhaling, you smell the pleasant blend of spice, perfume, and cedar. Seeing a potential customer, a slender, red haired woman makes her way up to the party. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Doom Dragons. Can I interest you in any wares?
Uh, I kind of nudge Max, like, you have the coin. Give her the coin.
Yeah. I reach out and I show her the coin. Just I just show her the coin. I don't even say anything. Just maybe can you help us with this?
Well,
I,
that's.
seeing him do that, I go, I've come to pay a coin to the dragon. And I
Oh.
wink.
She takes the coin, turns it over as if she's examining it, and out of the corner of her mouth says, "Well, that is a quite interesting down payment you have. Why don't you follow me to the back room and we can draw up the documents?" And she leads you guys through to the back room. You kind of seem to be like in a in between office area. She goes behind the desk, and there is a small slot in the desk, and she inserts the coin, which then causes the bookshelf across the room next to the fireplace to open up, revealing a stone passageway going down below. She begins to make her way down and glances back at you to see if you're following.
Uh,
Yep,
do we want
looks
to
like
all
we
go?
gotta
Does
go.
somebody want to stay
Hey.
here?
It's off. The catacombs we go.
Quite a complex
Come
mechanism.
on, dwarf.
I don't. I would rather not be separated. I mean, just if you've got qualms with going in there, you speak now, because
I mean,
I'm gonna
that's,
go.
if you guys are cool with it, I'm cool with it. I mean,
I'm
I'm
going.
hip. I'm hip.
I think she's a dragon, but I'm going.
I'm hip.
So you all follow her down the stairs. As you go down, you do realize that you have passed now from street level to below ground. You come out, and as your eyes adjust to the torchlight, you see a small bar with a wired haired man pouring drinks across the room. There are a few tables whose occupants are in the middle of a variety of games, such as cards, dice, drinking, or arm wrestling. The red haired woman, who has introduced herself as Lena, leads you to a small side alcove and pulls the curtains aside. She motions for your party to have a seat at the table.
Does she leave?
She's waiting for you to sit down.
Oh, okay. Uh, we sit. I sit.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna sit. It's my choice.
Yeah, I said.
She,
Yeah.
after seeing you all seated, she nods her head and releases the curtain. It's transparent, so you can see as she makes her way to a table that is crowded as onlookers are watching an arm wrestling match go. The
Were we
torchlight.
supposed to order drinks from her, or did anybody catch like where we order drinks from? Is she the waitress?
Guess you have to wait and find out. The torchlight flickers off the sheen of sweat that adorns the two men arm wrestling. One is a bald man who has, or a bald man who it looks like he could easily take a grizzly bear in a fight, is straining against a old man who has graying hair. The old man sees Lena approach and gives her a wink. Seeing that the old man is distracted, the bald man suddenly flexes his forearm, and you can hear him just putting everything he has into trying to take this man's hand down to the table. Uh, you hear a resounding bang as the victor stands, but to your surprise, it is not the bald man, but it is the old man. As he rises from the table, you can see the bald man rubbing the back of his hand, and there's an eruption of cheers from everyone at the table in exchange of money. Um, uh, the old man approaches Lena, then looks back at his opponent and says, "You nearly had me, Jerry. Those lonely nights must have really been paying off." And makes a crude hand gesture. Uh, there is a chuckle from the men around the table. Some coins continue to change hands. They're consoling Jerry, and they pull him over towards the bar as they all get a pint of ale. Um, Lena has a quick word with the victor, and you can see his eyes drift over to where you're all sitting. He nods, puts his shirt back on, and makes his way to the alcove where you're sitting. He parts the curtains and enters and says, "So, you've come to pay a coin to the dragon. Let's, let's talk some business." And he sits himself across from you guys.
Sorry, are you the dragon then?
I am. I'm called Dune Dragon, but many know me by my other name, Golden Dragon. Uh,
Are
what's...
you legit a dragon?
Well, that's being nosy, lad.
So it's a possibility.
Anything's a possibility if you have enough money. So what exactly are you lads looking for?
And I
Money.
pull out my goblin ears.
Ah, yes.
And I gesture at the goblin ears, and I'm like, money.
Well, you have two options. We could give you 5 copper piece a ear, or you could trade them in for drinks at the bar.
What kind of drinks?
You know, typical ale or shot of whiskey.
I lean down at the door of him, like, take the money.
And I present the 3 ears that I have, and yeah, and so that's out. I'll take 30 copper, please.
5 an ear, and you put 3 up.
Oh, 15. I don't math.
He's haggling.
yeah, I'm haggling.
3 ears.
Cole
30
snaps
copper.
his fingers, and a small, statured man just hurries over to the table. "Yes, sir," and bows his head, almost hitting his head on the table in doing so. "Easy there, Stan. We just need to do an exchange. Can you write up a receipt for these good folks that they can turn in once they go back up above?" "Certainly, sir, certainly." And he does some accounting and writes a receipt and exchanges the ears and goes back about his other business. So is that all you guys needed?
Well, we heard from Talon that you are hiring for work.
Talon, yes. Yes, we are certainly always hiring. What skill sets would you possibly bring?
I am a great people person.
And Cole kind of chuckles at this, seeming to know a little bit more than you're letting on.
Social skills aren't good enough to get the job anymore?
Not all of our jobs deal in the social aspect, so Though those are good, not always required.
Antisocial is even better.
We seem to be capable fighters, and
I can
yeah, no,
slip
it's kind of
into
yeah.
I can be a little bit sneaky if I need to be, and I'm pretty good at infiltrating.
So I've heard. Many of our jobs are not without risk to both myself and you. If I was to, offer you a paying job, you may need to prove your trustworthiness first. Are you willing to pass the test?
What are we talking here?
Just a simple task of retrieving an item from a customer who did not finish making their payments. You
I
wouldn't
can
even have to
definitely
leave the
do that
town.
for you.
We're repoing some stuff. Okay.
I could
What?
definitely do. Wait, does he have to continue to be alive?
To tell you truthful, depending on how soon you take this test, I could arrange for the individual not even to be home.
Hmm.
But that lacks the
That would be
fun.
preferred, in my opinion. If I can keep myself out of danger, then I'm gonna do that first and foremost.
Yeah.
Is there more money if he's dead?
No, it might cause some minor disruptions in how business is run in Darford, but I
So what
wouldn't
kind
see
of?
him dying as a horrible thing.
This is a big
Okay.
item, small item, a charm.
Small enough
Um,
to fit in the palm of your hand.
okay, so something definitely mobile.
Well, we might get more information. Do we choose to accept this, guys? Prove
I
ourselves.
let's do it.
Okay.
I suggest towards the guy be like, I'm all for it. I'm all on the side, but could I get a bump for possibly removing said person from equation?
Hey, what's your problem with this guy? You don't even know me.
Yeah, well,
Like, all right, I mean,
I just
getting a
want to
hit
list all my options here.
for real. All right.
Unfortunately, I believe it would cause me more problems than it is worth paying you for to dispose of him, so no, I wouldn't foresee a bonus for killing this individual.
So we just
Okay,
have
well,
to.
is there anything I could do to get a bump in pay?
Be quick about it. But this is
Be
not a
quick on it?
paying job. This is seeing if you are capable of my trust to get a paying job.
Oh, so how can I
This is
make
our
it to where we
application.
also get paid?
I think we have to do
It's
this,
not,
then we'll
it's
get
not
paid
the
on the next
application
job.
work.
Yeah. So all we have to do is take something from his house.
And return it
Yep.
to me, yes.
That's
And
that's
what's the target's name?
The target is John Vendrick. His manor is on the northwest end of town, in the gated noble section.
okay.
Gated. Ooh.
HOA all the way.
Do you have a picture of this gentleman?
Uh,
Or a description.
Um,
Or yeah, a
I'm more
Well,
description.
we just
interested
need to
in
know
the
where he
item.
lives.
Yeah, where he lives in the item. What are we looking for? You said palm sized, but what does that mean?
you
Is it
are looking for a set of earrings.
okay? Is it in a box?
It was when I sent it with him.
Okay.
What
What's
does
the
he look
box look
like?
like?
Uh,
And what do the earrings look like?
it's a wood box with gold inlay. It's a small rectangle box with two purple gemmed earrings that they start as a little stud, and then they go around and have a clasp that goes onto the top part of your ear.
Okay, that's acceptable. I'm ready to rock whenever you guys are.
Let's go.
Okay.
A brief description of the guy, or a picture preferably.
I do not have a picture of him here, but I can tell you that he is a rather portly man, with a black goatee, and salt and pepper hair. That is thinning, might I add.
That is
Is there any guards that he usually has posted outside of his house or manor?
Not his house, but there is a regular guard posting at the entrances to the noble section,
You also mentioned that you could possibly have it so he could leave the house.
of course.
And what kind of window would that give us?
I would imagine that would give you a 6 hour window. I could definitely push it to six.
And
Okay.
how soon can you do this?
Good job, dwarf, thinking of that. I didn't even
I could,
ask.
depending on how you all have fared from your travels into the city, I could make it happen as soon as tonight or tomorrow night, whatever your preference.
Mm.
Let's do it
Nighttime's better.
tonight.
Okay. I can definitely make that occur tonight. And he again
All right.
motions to the small man that had came before, who had given you the receipt, and whispers some words to him, um, and sends him again on his way. And it's done.
Uh,
Oh,
so do we just hang out here until your man comes back and tells us he's out of the house?
you can, but of course we must finish the blood contract before you all leave. I have to be assured that you have kept your word and have kept me out of this business, and if you decide to double cross me, I'll be able to find you. It won't hurt, a simple pinprick of your finger and signing your name on a document. A simple locator spell will show me where you are if you decide not to return with my possessions.
What if you don't know how to spell your own name?
Your blood will suffice.
Mm. I grab my axe, my two hand axe, and I cut my thumb on the blade, and my finger's bleeding, and I put my finger to my thumb to the paper, and I just kind of mark it.
Well done, dwarf. And the others?
Same here. I pull one of my daggers out and just gently give a little slice to my thumb and throw down a little drip of blood on there.
And do you not know how to sign your name?
You said the blood would suffice.
For him, for he does not know how to spell. Do you not have a good and proper upbringing?
Not really. All right. I'll sign whatever
He
in
hands forward a bone tipped feather to then pull your blood over to sign your name with the blood.
all right. So I, with my chicken scratch, gibberish almost looking writing, I'll write out my approximation of what my name is
And he,
in scribbles.
and each in turn, he waits for you to finish signing your names.
I signed my name.
Yeah, I thought I also do.
Taking the document, he inspects it and puts it aside to dry. Well then, you're free to relax, order drinks. We don't have much in the way of lodging, but there is the House of Roses, just north of the Market Square, where you can seek room and board and companionship if you so choose. There is also, uh, hold on, my page is loading. I'm so sorry. Uh, there is the Sea Dog Inn closer to the docks, where you could have room and board as well. And at this time of the day, it is like 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. That not that you are underground, you can't tell that, but from him mentioning possible lodgings, it's definitely getting later.
So wait, are we waiting here for
He's kind of making it
his
sound
friend?
like you can wait as long as you would like, but you should probably not be
Start
leaving
heading
from
towards.
here when you go to do the job. So
Yeah.
he's telling you to like kind of amscray.
Yep. Let's head out, guys, and start planning our plan of attack.
Yeah. Sure. As
Do
we're
we?
walking out,
My man, we will get word to you at your place of lodging when
Do you need? Do you need to know where we're going?
I know where you will always be. As he
I look at
indicates
my
to the yeah, to the document.
stuff.
that's kind of perverty. Don't appreciate.
All right. I wanted to ask him something.
Okay.
So I asked him about the door in the wizard's building, if he
Oh,
knows anything about it.
yes, I know of the wizards' dormitory that they have in the guild section. I, in fact, helped sanction the building of that establishment and trade with the school. Um, what of it?
Um, well, my friend here was once a part of the school and is trying to get into that building.
To gain access, he must have the key. And that is all he says about it and gets up and walks away.
Okay.
Of course, of course, of course. Yeah, of course there's a key. Of course there's a key. Why would there be a key? Wizards need keys, man.
Not my fault. Doors
But
need keys, Al.
Phenomenal
yeah, but they can't
cosmic
just be
power.
can't just be like a normal key. No, it's got to be a
Uses the key.
magical key. Why? Because we're wizards.
You chose your class, not me.
Well, I was a servant. Okay, I learned magic. All right.
Class chose him.
uh, so I guess like, do we go to the regular tavern or do we go? Does
I
anyone you want companionship?
I would. I want to go to the tavern, but I want to go look at the gate in which the nobles are. Like the gated. Like
Yeah,
go to the front
I
of the
want to
gate where the
scout.
nobles are,
All right.
because I wanted to check it out.
So, everyone's doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, taking your leave, you go back up the stairs. And, but these stairs, you could have sworn were the same exact stairs you came down, but when you emerge, you open the door not to find the interior of the Dew Dragon's general goods, but you are now dumped out behind in the market square.
Of course, he knows magic.
So, as you recall, Cole had told you that the nobles' quarters were located into the northwest corner of the town.
Yes.
Making your way, you notice, the dress of people is becoming nicer. There's more, kind of upscale establishments and a heavier guard presence patrolling the street. Um, and as you get near to a gated complex, the gates stand open and torches are lit, lighting the entrance. Through the gates, you're still a ways back, but you can see, well-maintained grass and a gravel path instead of the cobblestone that you've been walking upon. Um, and I'm sorry, I have to let my dog out, guys. He's very upset
Oh,
at me. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna take this time to take a quick little.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys want to take our break early, or do you want to keep going?
Yeah, we can take a break right now.
Okay. So we'll just go
I'm
ahead.
down for a break.
Let's
Yep.
go ahead and take our little break. Yeah, so we'll be back in 10-ish minutes.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, there we go. There's the mic. Sorry about that, guys. We were working on a page on the break. So we're back. We have the group outside of the Noble's Gate, and they're kind of just scoping out the place right now. And I'll go ahead and bring them back in.
So, so
Welcome
I'm
back.
lo- I'm looking at the front gate, right? Like, how many guards do I see, and where are these guards?
Um, so there are 2 guards posted on either side of the main entrance. You guys, this is not really this is kind of just showing you kind of what you would see inside of the gate, not necessarily where you are standing currently. Um, but there are 2 gates or 2 guards stationed at the front gate. You would imagine if there are other gates that there would be a similar stationed thing. Um, and how long are you guys standing there and waiting?
Um, I really just kind of want to see the placement and see like what was going on, and then I was gonna continue walking,
Okay.
but look for other guards that look the same,
So,
like
but how long
dressed
are
in the
you
same
staying at that
outfit as
spot?
those guards. Uh,
We're gonna have to scope it for a little bit, but we don't want to be suspicious. So, is there any? Is
I
there
was
any
thinking
like?
like maybe
Well,
5 minutes.
I'm pretty sure me and Fillion should probably not be with you. I think we probably stand out.
I was
He's an
just gonna mention that.
Yeah. I'm a dwarf with a mohawk, and he's an ASMR. So we might want to. You two are probably going to be able to blend in a little. Well, you are a tiefling.
I could disguise myself to look like the guy.
Right, I can disguise myself too, but I'm not doing that. I'm only
Okay.
trying to look at it for like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna keep walking because I have another plan.
All right.
So as you guys are watching, probably after you guys have been there for about 30, 45 minutes, you see on the interior um, a single guard uh, go by with a lantern, kind of nods to the other guards that are outside the gate and calls out to them, "Ah, busy evening." And the other guards just kind of ignore him, knowing that there may be other people watching and they need to, keep up the appearance that they are well protecting this kind of aristocrat area. Um, and the interior guard kind of yells, "Oh, keep up the good work. See you again." And he kind of makes his way out of view. You kind of get this feeling that this is like a continual ongoing joke for him, that he gets to kind of have a more lax position inside where he is
Mm.
continuously doing these rounds. You're not sure if there are more guards that are doing that inside, but you at least know that there is one guard inside. And at that point, you see a carriage approach the gate. There is a symbol on the door of the carriage as that you see. You can see on the side of the carriage as it makes its way past you down the street.
What is it?
What's that symbol?
Roll perception.
Said we could see it.
You can see it. I didn't say you could make out what it was.
Oh, okay.
We're all rolling perception.
Whoever wants to try to see it.
I got 21.
He did.
Well, I could take that.
And I got a 20.
They see it. I'm just listening.
Yeah. So well, okay. So the 2 that rolled high enough, they see a similar shape carved upon it. It is a golden balancing scale, and it is making
Is it?
its way out
Oh, go ahead.
of the noble's quarters and heading in the direction of the guild area.
Golden scale.
Scale, not like dragon scale, but like balancing scales.
No, yeah, like judiciary
Yes.
type of,
Well,
Like
possibly.
like the symbol that was on that building I went to.
or trading.
Uh,
I guess that's a trading.
Freaking
trade
rich
guild.
guy over here. needed to get out of his house. We should go rob it.
Let's head inside, right?
No, it's heading out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's leaving. It's leaving the compound.
And you
Who is
guys,
like? Can you see inside it?
Wait, the item was with it? Was in the
No, the item is apparently according to the Golden Dragon, aka Dune Dragon, aka Old Man who can arm wrestle.
yeah.
Straight up.
He's got it in his home, and we are
Okay.
having him distract. So I think that was our mark leaving.
Okay, got it.
Is what I'm assuming, but we don't know for sure because all we saw was this. Me and you just saw the symbol on the side of the
Mm-hmm.
carriage.
Right. Can you see inside the carriage though?
did you roll for perception?
I can now.
Okay.
Oh. Huh. 5.
I mean, you see that the windows are lit from within, and a very pretty green fabric is covering the windows, but you cannot make any discernible shapes out from on the inside.
Is it just like a guard or something? Like just like a basic person, obviously at the front, you know?
Uh, I mean, there is no guard with the carriage as they're in the interior of a city. Um, there is somebody at the front of the carriage driving it, and there is a footman on the back of the carriage.
Hmm.
As they're exiting the compound, can I see inside of the gated area where the aristocrats are, and maybe kind of maybe see if there's any like guard post right there, or
You still see the two guards that are at the gate. You can't, without getting closer, you cannot see inside.
okay. There's no way to like see above the gate area, like in.
You can't. I mean, it's an open space beyond the gate. The gate is, taller than a man.
Okay.
And there's walls surrounding the district. I'm assuming,
Yes.
like stone walls. Is there any trees nearby those walls?
No, there is not.
Oh, that's horrible. Um,
Hmm. Okay.
well, we need to find a way in,
Right.
and I don't really
So-
feel like going in and killing guards.
Let's just
Yeah,
walk
do
in.
I.
Wait,
Uh,
did you tell us exactly which house though?
That's why I was trying to see in, but I mean, we're gonna need to ask somebody if, like, do you need clearance? You know what I mean? Do you need
Oh
a
yeah,
You
probably. They're
recall
not gonna let us
identification?
in there.
you recall that Cole was going to send you word with
yeah.
details and when it was clear when you guys had figured out where you were staying for the evening, so that there's no
Oh, I know.
direct
This is
tie
my
back to
curious
him.
nature.
Okay.
My curious nature. This is my background. I try to like pick through all the and try to figure out. We have a job, and I'm trying to do my due diligence.
So we have to get a room first, basically, lodging.
Yep.
Is
Yes.
that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, and he was
Okay.
gonna
Yes.
send word to you there. And
Who
there
wants
was
to be
two
my
choices
bunkmate?
here. There was either the House of Roses, or there was the Sea Dog Inn, which was closer to the docks. You are not quite sure where the House of Roses is, but you did pass by a building where there was a lot of laughter coming from it, and the scent of lilies and roses was emanating from it pretty strongly when you walked past it. It is kind of on the way to the nobles area.
Hmm. Do we want to stand out, or do we want to go to the
Ooh.
shade place?
I have no need for companionship. I just need a place to drink and wait.
Oh come on, buddy. Like you don't want to at least drink with a demon.
Are you thinking about you or somebody in this whorehouse?
or even
Hey,
Or
wait,
both.
hold on. There are
or
demons
even
here.
Oathbreaker maybe. We can get everybody in on the conversation.
Oh, hey. I haven't talked to that snazzy little pistol of yours in a little while.
Yeah, I know. Been trying to keep them
As you're
quiet.
having this conversation, there is a set of guards coming up behind you that are going towards the gate to relieve those that are there. Um, you feel them watching. They don't really approach you, but are kind of keeping an eye on you as you guys are kind of talking about demons and horrors and just not very upper class things.
We
I
should
wanna,
I
should probably get out of here.
I wanna ask, I wanna
I
ask,
look. Oh, sorry.
I wanna ask him where the what's that one called? The House of Roses? Was it?
Hmm.
I wanna ask. I asked the guard where this place is.
Oh, he's gonna go to the House of Roses, Larry. He's gonna, yeah. You guys pass it on your way here. Big building with a pink roof. You can't miss it.
What is the nature of its reputation? I ask.
Well, it has many reputations: entertainment, drinking, fine lodging. Kind of depends on what you're looking for.
Okay, that doesn't give me much information. I don't know. Where do you guys want to? Where do you guys want to go? I kind of want to go there just because there might be higher class of people that would know about the this place we're trying to get into.
I promise you there is going to be a higher class of people at the whorehouse.
Is it a whorehouse?
I was.
I mean, so
It's
same
a house
Or
of
logic,
no
you
repute. I
know, like
mean,
tomato,
I mean,
tomato, you know.
wait, which is a whorehouse? The House of Roses,
Chain
or
Ship House.
Yeah.
yeah, one's like
oh,
a tavern, one's literally like, yeah, gentleman's club.
It's got to
With
make
Yeah,
room
money.
and
see, that's
board.
when you want to sound fishy.
didn't quite make that out. That's what I was trying to get from the guard. Well, it's up to you guys. I don't care.
I mean, like, I don't know. I like kind of give this guard that's giving him this information a good kind of like look over. I'm like looking at his outfit, looking at his physique, kind of almost like looking at him like like okay, like just up and down, okay, all right. Trying to make him feel uncomfortable if possible, or I mean, if he wants it, he wants it. I don't know, but
So are you trying to intimidate
but
him,
yeah,
or are you just give him a once
no,
over? Okay.
no, I'm just like honestly
Sounds like
like
he's trying to
looking
flirt with
at
him.
this
I
guy.
mean,
I'm looking at this guy and like like getting his figure down in my head.
uh, as you are looking from his very well polished shiny boots up his strong calves and thick thighs, and from what you can see under the cloak, might be a very voluptuous bottom. Um, your eyes meet when you look up, and he kind of gives you a little wink.
I'm like, ooh, and then and I'm like, oh, all right, now I'm ready to go to the whorehouse. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys going?
Yeah, I'll head
Yeah.
with. We're gonna be out in the open, but whatever.
As
Look, man, you don't even want to know, man,
you,
who's
well
got
as
the kind of
we're
people
as
that
we're
want to
walking
see
you
you
don't
in
have
die.
to go with them.
well as we're
Yeah,
walking
but
in that direction, I like turn to Max and be like, look, I mean I can kind of go for it, but not really. If you're not feeling comfortable, I understand.
well,
Um,
I'm down to go. I mean, this is the best place to get information on the people that we want to get information on. It's just,
yeah, the lonely guys are always talking to them hoes, man.
that's for sure. And I hate being out in the open. It's
This dude's rich and fat.
Max knows
He
fear.
probably goes to this place all the time.
Right.
Somebody there who probably knows him.
right? May
And
know
for real,
where
I
his
agree.
house is. Preemptive
That's a
strike.
roll. I'll just be on my on my tippy toes and make sure nobody bad hopefully can make me out.
All right,
All right.
So
let's go.
you guys make your way back in the direction that the guard had indicated. Reaching the House of Roses, you can hear laughter floating down from the balcony above. The air gently teases you with the scent of jasmine and roses. The double doors are open, flanked by two doormen, both of which are shirtless, and a golden armband glistening in the torchlight as they flex their muscles as you approach. Do you
I
proceed
didn't
within?
know it was didn't know it was that kind.
Wait, what happened? The guard flexes muscle. Wait, what? Who flexes muscles
Like
is?
The
Guards
yeah.
are flexing
no,
their
they're not.
muscles
They're
at
not
a
guards. They're doormen.
Yeah, Dorman. Okay.
Doormen to the
doorman. Ooh,
establishment.
even better. Even Do they have that like spray on
Oh yeah,
gold?
they're like
Oh,
shirtless. They have kind of more of a white. It's not like a dirty loincloth look, but it's what I'm saying. It's like there's a belt
oh
with
yeah.
two white, well trimmed and blues and golds type of covering in the front and the back, but their kind of cheeks stick out a little bit.
I
And then
think
they
we.
Are
they
they
each
I
have a
think we
they
gold.
picked the wrong. I think we picked the wrong whorehouse, gentlemen.
they
Go
walking
inside.
the door?
Yeah, they're doormen. They're just at the door. They're like bouncers,
So
guys.
so I walk up,
Are
hey
they
gentlemen,
like muscular? Are they really muscular?
They
they
are.
sound pretty buff.
They could.
Oh,
So
okay.
Yeah.
I
I
ask
kind
them,
of
hey
like walk
gentlemen,
up and
what'll it
I
take
like
to get
kind
us
of
in there?
I try
do
to
they
caress
do they
one
have a
of the
Yeah.
specific
guards
speech
uh
impediment?
Guys, you need to talk one
muscles.
at a time, please. What were you saying,
Sorry.
Abaddon?
I go up to like as we're walking out to the door, I like kind of like caress one of his muscles and be like, "Muscle that thick, I bet you don't get that cold out here, even though
He
you're
just kind of
shirtless, huh?"
starts pulsating that muscle for you a little bit.
Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. All
Well,
right.
God damn.
Okay,
I'll see you
so
guys at the salty dog.
And then I go like and I do like and I am and I do like wave my hands and I prestidigitate a dick on the door. And I walk through the door.
okay, um, they don't see it because it's behind him. Because they're like their advertisement. They are like looking forward. um, so you make your way inside. There is a small reception desk that guards the entryway to the hidden treasures within the House of Roses. Behind the desk is a female tiefling. She's not looking up at the doorway, but rather is focused on a book on the desk in front of her. Her white hair cascades down over her ruby shoulders.
Did we follow him in?
I
I don't know, did you?
I did.
I
We're
I would like to follow
I,
him in if
yeah,
we can
we're here
walk
for
up.
information.
I
Yeah,
walk
well,
up to
some of
the
us are here for information.
yeah.
Abaddon's
Sadly,
trying to.
I have
Abaddon's.
to walk up to this tiefling now because I'm like, ooh la la. Not
So
every
this
day I
guy over
see
here.
one of my gorgeous kind in here. What's your name, darling?
She doesn't even really hear your question. She begins going through a much rehearsed speech, pointing at a sign behind her that has a list of services that are available here at the House of Roses. 2 copper for just going in and looking. Room and board is 5 gold. Companionship is for the evening is 10 gold. She's just going through the spiel, like didn't even really hear you ask her name. Getting to the end of it, she finally looks up and kind of sees not her average customers. Some people that are in well need of a good shower, especially the short one who still has dried blood on him.
You wouldn't let me prestidigitate it off.
I don't
This is
bathe.
very true.
Stopping her spill, she's kind of like, can I help you guys?
Can I get your number? Can I get your name? Can I get your number? No, I'm like, you can certainly help us. First of all, are you free later tonight?
Typically I'm not on the menu, but if you were more bathed, I may reconsider.
Bathed, I constantly prestigitate myself to clean myself.
That's what all of the wizards say that come to this town. Can never be too careful.
Never. Jealous of the magic?
Uh, I don't.
So,
Is there
There's
like a
magic in
bar
plain sight.
area, or is this all just an inn with companions and all that?
no, we do have a general viewing area where you can order drinks.
And that's 2 copper.
Yes.
And then and I kind of look at the group and like,
I'm headed over there with him.
start there, and I slide over. Actually, slide enough copper for everybody. There's 5 of us.
Oh shit! I already removed it.
Yes.
Okay. So I put down 10 copper for everybody to at least go in and sit at the bar.
Okay. She takes
Thanks, Dwarf.
the copper and she presents it like a guest ledger. Um,
Hmm.
and she's like, if you guys would like to leave your names, we typically just do this more for our overnight guests. So if you chose to spend the night, you're already signed in, and we can just bill you later for any expenditures that you may occur while you're here, or you'll have to come back later before getting a room or any other services.
Does anybody want services, or are we just here to have a drink and look at pretty women things and men
All
for some of us?
I came here and have a good time, and then I met you.
So what time of day is it right now?
It is like 8 o'clock at night. So it is like, remember, you already saw the
Close,
carriage leave.
yeah, close to when we
Yeah.
need to be meeting up with whoever, right?
Yep.
Well, I just
I would like to ask her. Sorry to interrupt you, Juice. I would like to ask her, with the lodging, how many people per room?
I mean, typically we see anywhere from one person plus a companion, and we've even have rooms that can accommodate, parties of 10 plus. It just depends on what you're looking for the evening.
Well, for tonight, I think me at least, I just want basic accommodations. We might be here for a little while, so
Okay.
we might we might branch out to something different. But for right now, I'm just gonna get a room that could at least accommodate these guys if they want to join me.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind bedding down for the night.
I I'm like, well, I'll follow these guys, but let's say later, like you and me, grab a bite to eat.
We'll see if you can actually stay up that late. And she smiles and pushes forward a room key, and it's going to be 6 gold for all of you. And she is giving you a discount.
Thank you.
I hand
Thank
over
I
you very
want
six
much.
gold.
I want to.
And then she also slides the ledger forward since you guys are staying the night. She's getting that documented.
So do
She said 6 gold.
Yeah.
I'll throw in two if everybody else throws one.
I already gave her the six, so you can just give it to
Oh,
me.
all right, buddy. Yeah, here.
Yeah, I'll give you gold.
Take 2 gold from me.
Four.
how do we do?
On D&D Beyond, you can just add gold or just detract it.
You said you want to give me gold.
Yeah, I'll
To
give
pay.
you 2 gold just to pay you back.
And
All
I'll
my
give you 1 gold.
One
I'll
gold.
give you one also.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. So
So as your party is signed in and you're starting to make your way to the back room, a very out of breath um, Terry comes through the doors. The same man that had given you the receipt from Cole.
This is the guy.
And he's like, "There you are. I thought you. Well, I guess this is where you guys are staying. Anyways, I got that package for you guys. Do we have some
Uh,
place we can talk?
yeah, we just got rooms, and we were on our way to the room right now.
Good. Lead the way. I'll follow."
Okay, I start heading towards the room.
I
See,
look back at the female tiefling and be like, "I'll see you later."
she,
Wink.
yeah, she kind of gives you the little like sachet shoulder and flicks her white hair over her shoulder and resumes her seat at the desk. So you all make your way up to your accommodations. You go inside. You shut the door.
All right. All right. What do you have for us?
Okay, so he's rather breathless. He pulls out a kind of crumpled piece of paper, which is a map of the where the manor is. It is luckily a corner manor that has its own little escape route in the side of the uh,
Hmm.
in the architecture of the fence that surrounds this whole area. But it was actually installed by the Dune Dragon General Goods, so it is not well known to people that don't work for the company that it's there. It is primarily used as a means for the transportation of goods from the Dune Dragons to this particular collector. So he shows you that. Um, he also gives you all a worker's voucher, which pretty much just says that you're like new employees of the house and you are just making your way for your first day of work the next day.
Nice.
Okay, is there anything else you guys need from me?
How long do we have?
You guys have another, oh, 3, 4 hours? Cole started the meeting early so that he could persuade Vedrick to leave his manor sooner. Um, but this man is rather unpleasant and has a severe case of gout and can only sit for so long.
And these workers voucher houses, they'll get us. They'll let us go into the community.
Yes, you can use them to go in, and yeah, they'll get you past the guards at the gate.
Or we could just take this tunnel.
The
I
No,
think.
it's in his house.
Yeah, it's at the house. It's a way that we'll probably have to
Oh, it's
send
at the
Max in to go grab these. If Max, you're willing to go in by yourself, you're the sneakiest.
I would rather go in alone anyway.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be a jerk, but I think you guys might drag me down a little
Let's get this over with.
What are
I
you
don't
talking
want to
about?
stay here.
Very light on my feet as I like trip.
I okay. Actually, yeah. Um,
bit.
I asked what's his name? Tarvon?
Terry.
Terry? All right. I asked him if there's gonna be other people like working in the house.
Not currently. He typically takes all of his servants with him. It's a smaller manor. He only has a few retainers.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Wait, so there's not gonna be anyone in the house?
Nope, doesn't sound like it.
We'll find out when we get there. I'm ready.
Oh,
Let's do
yeah.
this.
Okay. You all ready to head out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
go.
let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, so you all make your way back down the stairs of the House of Roses, past the lovely Lily at the front desk, and past the two luscious guards out front, or doormen out front, and are making your way back towards the noble quarter. Uh, you see the gate entrance. What would you all like to do?
You show the guard our work passes.
Yeah. You present the passes. They look at them in the light, see everything's in order, and send you on your way.
Coolio's.
Okay. So you head inside.
Cool. We head in.
Um, you're heading inside, and you recognize which manor it is. It has a small pond near it, and six grassy bushes out front. So this is the small wall around the perimeter. Like it's so when you go in, it's like you know how people have like white picket fences. So this has a very low little non-functional wall in front of it, and that's what you're seeing here. And it's probably maybe 3, 4 feet tall, and then well kept grass on the other side, and a stone path that does lead up to uh, the um, the main entrance to the door.
We're gonna have to look for this secret entrance. Unless we can go through the main entrance. Let's see what we can.
Yeah, can we? Can I do? Um, which one of you guys has perception?
You're kind of quiet again, bro.
Ah, I don't know what to do about that. Here, give me a second.
I
Is
mean,
that
I
any
think.
better?
I think.
Not for me.
Um, any better now?
I mean, I don't know. Like we were talking about it earlier, so I was.
My input volume is as high as it'll go.
I can.
I just turned you up on Discord itself.
Wait, you can do that individually?
Yeah, just right
Yeah.
click their name in the chat and you can just slide it up or down. Looking around outside of this, we're outside of the the Mark's house manor. Is there anybody else around? Was there any like noblemen like walking around or anything like that? Any guards?
Not currently.
The gates closed and locked.
The gate that you guys came through is still open. It's remaining open as one of the residents is still away at a council meeting.
Okay.
There is no gate that is stopping you from going up the path to the front door.
Okay. Well, do we want to look for the other entrance in that was put in by the Dune Dragon?
I mean, you guys could literally hop the fence if you wanted to. It's only 3 to 4 feet tall.
Okay.
Right.
We
I
look
was just
around
gonna
just to
say.
see, make
Well,
sure, hey, there's
only you going in, right, Maximus?
right. So
I
if you
was.
guys want to maybe scope the perimeter,
I actually want to come with you. I have a plan though.
all right. As long as don't touch nothing, keep to your and keep quiet. You know, let's try to make this as fine tuned a process as we can. We don't want to get caught, man. This is not the spot
So are you guys
to
gonna
get.
hop the fence or are you gonna go up the main path?
Well, we need to find this path, right? So we need to scope the perimeter anyway.
No, the main path is obvious.
Well, yeah, the main path is obvious, but I'm saying that the secondary path, the secret path, or whatever,
So this
right? Don't we need
secret
to find?
path is another way for shipments to come in and out from the noble area to like the perimeter gate you guys passed. So this gate
Oh yeah.
isn't gonna get you into the house. This is just like a
Yeah.
secret little area that he has built near his house that is near the corner of the nobles area that is
Mm.
close to the main HOA gate area.
I'm just gonna
I'm going to
jump
the
the
front
fence.
door.
And,
Yeah,
yeah.
just jump.
Yeah, I'm going to the front door.
Before you go in, can I use a blessing on you?
More than
I
welcome
would
to.
love a blessing.
I want to use a
I,
blessing.
Who you
I
I want
need
if
blessing?
all the blessings.
um Mike probably.
Just Mike.
Mike, yeah, or Maximus, yeah. I can only do one person, so I'm gonna give him
Oh,
blessing of the
well, it's
trickster.
fine. I see how it is. Tiefling.
Hey, you weren't even supposed to go in. You're changing the plans on us.
Yeah, that's last minute, but
You
whatever.
suffer. You suffer the consequences.
No, it's cool.
Uh,
It's cool. It works. It works. It works. It doesn't. It works.
All right.
All right.
Husto, what is that? What
there it is.
Finian, what does that entail?
Do you want Dungeon Master? Do you want to say it or should
Go
I?
ahead. I
Because it doesn't really give specifics. It says, as an action, you can touch a willing creature other than yourself to give it advantage on dexterity (in parentheses stealth) checks for 1 hour until it uses feature again.
That's
It
cool.
just gives you increased stealth
Yep.
in case you need it.
Very nice.
That's cool. Yeah,
That's pretty
that
nice.
is actually more useful on him. I have disguise.
okay. Any other spells going on right now?
No.
Okay.
Good luck. And I guess me and Philly will just kind of hang out, and play.
Yeah,
I have
you
some
guys.
dice.
So
I have some dice.
are you guys just gonna stay on the main path side of the
I don't think
wall,
we're
or are
gonna
you
stay
just gonna
by the
like
house.
hop over the fence and kind of hide yourselves? Because you did see somebody that was doing like rounds
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah, we'll hop over and yeah, I'm done. Yeah, let's all just hop over the fence and then we'll hide while you guys go
Oh,
in.
okay.
Just keep an eye out and let us know
Hey,
if anybody
Well,
what's the
who knows how
what's the
to do a
signal that you
bird
guys.
sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
God,
I
so cliche.
mean, for you, Eben. I mean, I don't know. You could do like a
I could do a dying goat.
dying
It
goat.
just
Yes,
kind of goes. It'll sound like
dying goat. That is the call sign.
wee.
Okay,
Lord.
call sign. Dying goat. Let's go for it, Max. Let's get up there. Let's go.
So you guys
Let's
gonna
do
look
it.
around, or are you going straight to the main door?
Kind of
Looking
like.
at the house, like what
I
do we
mean,
see?
yeah, like
Well, remember I have your
I feel
dark
like
vision on for you guys. And this is fog of war. So as you guys go,
So his yard is huge. Fuck.
see, and that's like I still don't understand that. It says 60 feet dark vision, right? But
yeah.
that's 25 feet.
But it is also
Yeah,
pitch black outside right now. It is like late.
yeah, but if we can see 60 feet with dark vision,
It's
Is
not.
that in a radius or a diameter?
Dark vision isn't like you see through the dark. You can just see really well in low light. So let's say that we're walking through a cave and one of us has a torch and we can see 25 feet in front of us.
Right.
With dark vision, you can see a little bit past that, but you can't see through the dark.
It's not. It's not night
But
vision.
there's no
No, it's
like
not night
there's no
vision.
active lighting in a noble place.
This guy left. He's
Yeah,
stingy
he's
about
done.
his money. He's not gonna leave the lights on if he
No,
has to
no,
pay
I
for it.
understand that. I understand that, but I'm talking
Cost
about
candles.
surrounding. Like, is this just really? It doesn't seem like it's extremely large land. There's other housing around it,
No,
right?
I mean, it's late enough that
The
they've already
street.
turned out God, what are those called? The post lights for the evening.
All right, whatever.
I mean, if there was light, you guys would be at more of a disadvantage, to be honest.
Fair, fair.
I can make there be light.
And let there be light. Okay. Anyway, well, no, it's fine. Yeah, just kind of like going up towards
Towards that corner.
front, yeah,
yeah,
whatever that is.
sneakily.
Sneak,
Sneakily.
sneakily.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
you
Thor.
can make out that there's to the west of you there are steps up to the door. Peeking around the corner here, let me adjust what you can see. There is a tree that is right near the house that does lead up tall enough that could get you to a window on the second story.
Is that tree climbable?
I don't know. You'll have to find out.
All right.
I'm gonna
Can
investigate the front door.
Good, okay. So
that's so cool.
I forgot to turn off the thing that just stops you from seeing inside. Sorry. But you can't technically see that
Um,
unless you're looking through a window. Just a heads up.
True. Um, can I open the door?
You go to check the door. It appears locked.
Here's locked. Wow. Wow. I'm very surprised.
Marquise.
Okay, I go back over to Max. I'm like, hey,
I'm gonna
I
say
know this probably doesn't help, but door's locked.
I'm about to say I'm already working on trying to get up to that tree. Um,
I will follow
I
you then. Sounds like a
my
better
my
plan.
way as I make my way around the side of the house. Is there any windows that I can see in?
Yeah, there's a window on the bottom story. One that you're right by right now looks into what appears to be a kitchen.
You
You're
want me
gonna
to
have.
make a roll or anything?
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, but just look in and I can see that there's
Oh, and I
what's
was
going on.
trying something with the flooring where you are on the bottom level, but you can kind of still see what's above you and below you. So when you go upstairs, you'll be able to kind of see the downstairs. But like that's just for you to know where people are. But I think I'm actually gonna turn that off. So it's just like that for today.
Well, I definitely want to make my way up that tree.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a acrobatics check, please.
I'm gonna watch him first before I try to go up.
So 17.
Yeah, you seem to be able to remember your boyhood days of climbing trees and scraping knees, and you make your way up that tree.
Sick. I'm up there.
I
Uh,
uh I look at him and I'm like, man, you make that seem pretty easy. Okay. 15.
You saw the way that Max climbed, and you do your best to follow him up, and you get up. Just easy, easy as pie. Helps having a balancing tail.
Don't hang from it though. The
No,
can't do
no,
that.
yeah, no, it's for balance and tickling things.
I learned the hard way.
so from up here, what can we see? Is there like
So
a
let me go
first
ahead and
story roof
move you
here?
guys up to the second level. Okay, so hold on, I gotta get rid of your other characters because I thought you guys were gonna go in the front door. There we go. So this is the second story right now. So you're looking in a window right here. You see a landing that goes in, and there is a hallway. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Um,
Can we like are we able to
jump on there.
enter?
Jump on the little balcony thing right there.
There's no balcony. It's just a window.
Well,
That's inside. This is the landing of the stairs that are
oh,
inside.
top of the stairs, and there's a
Yes.
window right
Yep.
there. So do we need to break the window to enter, or is it open?
It's not open.
Okay. Can I open the window without attracting a lot of attention?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay. I would like to try to open said window without breaking it, but
Um,
you know, getting in there.
Can you roll a sleight of hand check for me?
Yes, I can. So
Oh wait,
14.
oh no.
Yeah, you are able to open this window. It appears that um whoever, checks the windows has not locked this one.
Sick. So I push the window open and I jump inside onto that landing. I'm sorry,
I
guys. Give
follow.
me 1 second. Bio break.
I follow into the building.
Okay. So, Abaddon, if you want to keep exploring, we're just going to assume that Max is looking with you.
All right, I'm gonna go like explore the upstairs.
Okay.
You know,
So, going forward,
um,
there's a carpet on the landing. Then you keep going in, and there's a plant in the corner. And then, oops, I'm moving the wrong thing. Let me move you, not. Oh, there we go. And you keep going, and there's a door to your right. And if you keep
enter.
go, you're gonna go in the door. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go in, and this appears just to be a bedroom.
I search the dresser.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation for me. And are you looking for anything in particular?
Valuables. You know,
Okay.
anything that catches my eye. Obviously the earrings, but 23.
So you definitely, this appears to be a younger lady's room. You find that you are rifling through some of her unmentionables that are very lacy and silky. In a small
I
jewelry.
grab. Is there a black one?
Roll a d6.
Oh, okay. 4.
Uh, no, there is not a black one.
What
Sorry
colors?
about that, guys.
There are similar. You look at the bed and noticing that she seems to favor blues and purples and silvers.
Blues, purples, and silvers. Ooh. Mm, mm,
Mm.
I'll take a blue one.
Okay.
Is it
Um,
like clean though?
yeah,
No, I'm gonna
this is her
prestidigitate
dresser.
it.
Yes, it's clean.
Yeah.
I mean, she may
I'm
have
still
worn it
gonna
at some point, but
prestidigitate it
it's been laundered.
one over. Um and yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Okay, sounds good. So technically,
Anything else?
there is a small jewelry box on top of the dresser, and there is an assortment of not expensive looking jewelry, but there's some earrings and more. It looks more like costume jewelry. Like maybe this is where he possibly brings somebody back from the House of Roses for private. Like this is where they'll stay if they're doing some private entertainment.
Mm, mm.
Ooh.
But nothing valuable, really.
Nothing. No, it's more like costume jewelry.
Okay. All right. All right.
Do I see that
Um,
inlaid gold wooden box in this room?
No.
I leave the room to continue down the hall.
Okay.
And
I'm assuming you go
I
too.
will, yeah, stealthily.
Okay. So far the house has been truly empty. There hasn't been anything. So getting down to the end of the hallway, there is a door to the right of you, and there should be a door right in front of you, but you can't see it for some reason. Because I forgot to put it back in. There is a door there.
Which one do you want to take? I'll take the other.
Uh, the left,
The right.
the right.
Okay. So this appears to be the main. Oh, what happened here? Oh, you're not lit.
Sorry, my dog is
Not lit
distracting me.
enough, bruh.
I mean, we can
There you go.
fix this.
There you go. Okay, so you are in the main master's bedroom. Maximus and Abaddon, you are at the door to a study.
I will search the study.
You go to reach for the door handle, and as you're about to turn it, you feel a burning sensation in your hand. As the you look down, you notice that the door handle is now glowing a red hot color, and you take uh, 2 points of burning damage.
Damn.
Well then, now that is not very nice, door.
I know, says the door. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god! I'd be like, what? You tell me what now? Alrighty.
Do I
I'm
hear
trying.
him take this damage?
I
Like,
don't know.
does
Did he
he?
make a sound when you took the damage?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, ah.
So
I
yeah,
was
I
like,
mean, you're close enough to hear him. You're right in the other door, you know.
That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna reach my head over and be like, "Hey, Tiefling, you good, man?" Or,
wait. Okay. Oh, the
I know tieflings are it. That's fire damage, right? That they are immune
yeah.
to.
I think so. I'm pretty sure
But
they
this
have
is
like
more of a magical heated metal source than it is fire.
right. I have no idea. Um, the door technically is not a creature.
No, it is not.
Damn it. Okay. Um. Well then, I go into I go into Max's room and I'm like, fuck that door. Um, what are you doing?
I was gonna start searching around in this room. We gotta find that wooden box with the inlay, and with your little incident you just had right there, we're probably gonna have to get into that room somehow. But let's take
Yeah,
a look around
I'm
in here.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, let's take a look around in here first, and then maybe we can head over there together and brainstorm, try to how to get into that room.
Okay, so where are you searching in the room?
There's a dresser over there, right,
In the bed.
on the back side, and the bed. So I would like to try to search through those, just to see if there's anything of importance.
Uh, go ahead and roll investigation. And Abaddon, are you searching too, or are you assisting him? Or are you searching someplace else in the room?
So 19.
What are you searching?
He's searching the dresser.
The,
You're searching the dresser.
yeah.
Um,
Search the bed, brother.
yeah, yeah. I'll search the bed. I'll search the bed.
Okay, so 19. You don't. This just seems to be men's clothing. I mean, there's some very nice doublets in there. Some pantyhose, which are common for men of his stature to wear. Um, but I mean, they're fine clothing. I'm sure you could sell some of it.
I was gonna say, is there anything small but worth money, jewelry?
No, not in
Uh,
this room.
okay. I'm going to head back out into the main hallway there.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 on the bed.
You bend over to look underneath the bed, and there just seems to be some old underwear, ball gag, and assortment of other humiliating items that may be used in adult play.
I take the ball
Wow.
gag.
The used ball gag you're taking that has hair
I
stuck to it.
I prestidigitate it.
Oh god,
Oh
that's not
Um,
clean enough.
yeah, I prestidigitate to clean it otherwise, and I take it.
Okay.
You were a sick bastard, brother. But let's try to get
I
in
gotta
there.
get my chaotic evil out somewhere.
Yeah, it's true.
This
You
is
gotta
how I
do.
do it, and you guys still don't know exactly what I want to do with
Okay.
it.
So you guys are at the door to the study that has the doorknob that burns people, apparently.
Now I slowly reach my hand out and towards the door just enough, if that is acceptable, to not try not to get burned. But I want to see. I'm just investigating.
So the closer your hand gets, the hotter the knob is glowing, and as soon as you start pulling it away, it immediately cools again.
Okay. Um. hmm.
I arcana check the door.
Okay.
12.
You definitely sense some magic coming from that door.
Is it like a wooden? Is it just like a wooden door?
It is a wood door.
Can I also Arcana check it, or
Do you have that ability? Yeah, go ahead, roll.
I'm Warlock? I mean, I would think I'd be able to. I got a 13.
Yeah, you both are getting a magical essence from this door knob in particular,
Hmm.
represented by the blue glowing square.
Would a door be considered worn or carried?
No.
You think about
I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe if I could reduce the door.
We'll
you'd have to
see.
cast to see.
I try to. I look at Max and be like, I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the door.
Go for it, man. I've got an idea, but I'm gonna let you go for first.
All
So do
right,
what
all
you gotta
right, all
do.
right. I'm
Don't
gonna do
make a,
this.
don't
I'm gonna
make a
do this
lot of
first,
noise.
and then we try yours. I cast Firebolt on the door.
And that just lights everything on fire, or just what you're aiming
It
at?
it it says that it ignites a flammable object.
Okay, so wood is technically flammable, and this house's interior is made of wood. So,
Um.
so the
uh,
door is now on fire. Go ahead and deal damage against the door.
okay.
Lord, that's gonna make it hard for me to do what I was gonna try.
7.
Firstly,
Okay, the door is on fire. It is starting to burn. Um, it
It,
is on fire, burning, turning black.
well, it says it ignites it.
Yeah, so it's
Um.
burning, and it takes 7. Yeah, so
Okay.
I in my mind I came up with a value that you have to go past for the door to collapse, and it's not there yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have to let the dog out one more time, guys.
I look at Max and be like, "Well, the door's coming down."
yep, that's definitely for sure.
It's okay, bro. I got a plan. I got a plan. Okay.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, totally. No,
We
you
got this. We
exactly.
got this. Okay, we got this.
Yeah.
You encouraged me into the firebolt. I said it. You said, "Let's go," and I did it. Okay. This
Okay.
is
So the door is still standing.
I forgot that that's the one that like burns things. So now we gotta like deal with the repercussions of this place being on fire. We were supposed to be just coming in and taking this stuff, not catching the whole goddamn place on fire.
wait,
Oh shit.
wait. I can I prestidigitate and soil the door?
I mean, Chris, help me with that one. I mean,
So you want to purchase to soil?
to
What do you
soil
mean
the
soil
door,
the door? Like to just
dirty
make
To
it
it.
dirty?
soil the door to dampen it, to dampen it, to
Well,
dampen
you
the
could just turn
flame.
out the flame. You can, if it's a small flame, you could just press the digitate to get rid of the flame.
Well, it says snuff out candle,
Oh, that's
torch,
bigger
or
than a
small
candle. It's a
campfire.
Yeah.
door that's
Okay.
on
Then
fire.
you're.
But
You
I
can't.
could soil a 1 cubic
But
foot.
soil means dirty, so you can make the door a dirty burning door. But
Dirty burning door.
it's a dirty
It's a
burning
dirty
door.
door.
You did it dirty.
Pretty sure you just lit a door on fire. Now you're dealing with their repercussions.
Yeah, fucking right.
What
Yeah. I I oh man.
womp
I got
womp.
nothing. I got nothing for that.
Okay, so you guys okay? Does it continue to do damage to the door?
I try to
I was,
like
I was
I don't
gonna say,
know.
can I?
I go to grab. You know what? I grab the blanket off of the bed and I start like kind of trying to like pat
Smother the
down the
door?
door. Like smother the door. While it's taking the damage and it's getting weaker. I'm like patting it down. Like trying to snuff out the flame.
Okay, roll a survival check for me.
Oh god. Okay. What's my survival?
Okay.
Let's see if you know how to put things
Oh,
out.
it's a 17. It's a
Okay.
17.
Okay, yeah. So you're patting on the door, and it is you're now awesome that like the blanket's kind of catching on fire, but you're snuffing out the fire at the same time, and you hear as the hinges of the weight of you trying to pat out the flame kind of topple the door over, still half inflamed, but now laying on the floor. And the entrance to the study is open.
Okay, and now I try to so did the door crumble?
Yes, no, the door fell down, so it is
Door fell
yeah,
down. Okay.
it is
So
still
I
kind of on fire, but not really at this point.
would it be considered a small campfire now?
It's half a door.
Prestidigitated out.
Okay, we'll go with that.
All right, cool.
There is scorch
and
marks though. You put the fire out, but the hallway has smoke damage, and
that's fine. That's
okay.
fine. It doesn't matter. It
And
doesn't
the
matter.
yeah, okay.
I go in to investigate this bitch because we
Yeah, same
we
here.
we have
Keep your damn fire down.
hey, I wasn't trying to burn down the place.
You've already had
This
this.
is why. This is
door
why I
couple
came
of
back
times.
into that room after it burned my hand because I wanted to burn the door down, but I didn't want to make that unless it was a logical decision. Okay.
Remember,
All right,
kids,
man.
think before you set things on fire.
Word.
Smokey the Bear. I. What are you investigating?
There is
I can
a
take that.
desk, there is a bookshelf, and there is a chest.
I was gonna say I can
I'll
take the
the
chest.
bookshelf.
So I'll take the chest. I'll try to pick it.
Do you
I'll
have
take the
lock
bookshelf.
picking tools?
Well, is it locked? Oh, wait,
Are
sorry.
you
Give me
there?
one.
I shouldn't say. Yeah, I shouldn't say.
Out from the yard, you hear, is it locked?
Yeah, and I investigate the bookshelf.
Okay.
I have a crowbar. On
Okay,
me.
that could work. I mean, it's not gonna pick the lock; it's gonna break the lock. But
Well, yeah, I'm getting in there.
okay. So,
So
Abaddon, what did you roll? What did you roll for the bookcase?
15.
15. So this looks like an assortment of rare books, um, in various stages of being old. um, there's some that have leather. There's some that have a questionable human skin-looking binding to them. You're not really sure. There's just
I
a
pick up
bunch
the
of
human
Damn.
skin one.
there's a bunch of weird books.
Do any of them like magical, like something to do with
Are
Said
you sensing
monkey.
magic or are you reading titles?
No, no, like I'm kind of like looking around. That's why you said like flesh book.
Yeah.
I'm interested in.
Okay.
I pull said flesh book
Okay.
off the shelf.
Sounds good. And Max,
All
you need to make a strength check.
right.
Then I'm gonna investigate the desk while
Okay.
he's
So roll a separate
busting this lock.
investigation for that.
Got it.
18.
Yeah, you stick that crowbar in and you bust that motherfucker open. Inside you see. Let me pull up my notes for that. I forgot what was in there. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so there is a small burlap sack, like the size of like a little coin pouch. And feeling it, you feel kind of round, oval shaped, dry things inside of it. There is a scroll um, that has a yellow ribbon around it, and a compass, and the small wooden box with the gold inlay.
Definitely throw that box with the earrings into my pack. I'm gonna. Is it like a little string like bag? The thing with the dried item, round items you were talking about. Can I open that up and look inside?
Yeah, you can look inside. In there is a bunch of dried beans.
Okay. The scroll. Can I read the scroll real quick, or
I
is it
mean,
like
you are
sealed?
ransacking somebody's house that is coming home eventually, so maybe something safe to do later.
Okay. Well, after the scroll, I'll throw little. I'll tie the bag of beans back off. I'll throw those in my pack.
Okay.
Um, and I'm sorry. What else was in there besides those
The
items?
small gold laid wooden box.
Well, I already
Oh, and a
grabbed that.
compass.
The compass. The compass. I'm sorry. What's the compass look like? Is it
It's
just like a regular compass,
it's a
or
gold compass that you would see on any nautical ship.
so it's a? Is it fancy? Like, is it nice or what?
Well, it's gold. They're not. I mean, they're typically like
Oh,
wood.
and it's from. You said it's from a naval ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely want to take it. How much does it weigh? It's not big or anything, is it?
No, no. This is it's big enough to fit in your hand. It's probably something like the captain would have in his waistcoat
Okay,
pocket. His own personal
okay.
compass.
I'll take all these items and then we'll figure it out. Once we get out of here,
Okay.
we'll we'll go through everything
Okay. Sounds
and
good.
disseminate loot.
Um, and what did you roll for investigation, Abaddon? For the desk.
12.
12. Okay. So just looking, you see letters, some open, some closed, a ledger, noting different transactions that um, Vedrick has been involved in. Um, just it seems like an account book, and then just kind of this is his kind of like place to go and relax and take care of any any means.
Um, I
Oh, and what's in there? This might be kind of nice to keep. Maybe to blackmail this guy later if we need to.
the ledger book.
I mean,
You
who
know what?
knows?
You got a point. I shoved the ledger book into my bag of holding.
Okay, please make sure you make notes of what you're taking because I am not writing it down.
Oh no,
Okay,
I got everything I'm taking out of
thank
this
you.
house.
Just FYI, because if later you're like, I don't remember what it took, I'm like, I'm not gonna remember either because some of this shit I'm making
Oh,
up.
trust me, those
Ball
panties and ball
gag
gag are coming back.
panties.
Okay, so do you guys? That's it. You guys have looked in all the upstairs area.
Yeah. So I want to start making my way downstairs.
Making my way
But
downtown.
before we
I thought the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
right.
before before
I
we
was
like
actually
get
gonna say we should probably get out of here, bro.
well, this was what I was gonna say. I was like, I'm gonna continue looking, but I want you to do something for me. If you hear people, okay, I want you to run to the window we came in and to not pay attention to what I say
What?
because it's gonna be like I'm setting you up, but I ain't. I promise. And then I continue to walk downstairs.
So,
I'm so
so
confused.
you're heading downstairs, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over by the window that we came in.
Okay, so you get to the carpet, and lo and behold, it jumps up and wraps itself around you. Go ahead and roll initiative, please. Everyone just roll initiative so I can input it at one time.
Even us outside?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'll just kind of like put you guys lower because you're
20.
outside.
10.
21.
13.
Okay. And then real quick, can I get your guys' health right now?
29 of 29.
Let me start with Fillion because I have him at.
Sorry.
17 of 17.
Okay. Abaddon.
21 of 23.
Oh. There we go. Eben.
32 out of 32.
Okay, Max.
29 of 29.
Okay. So Fillion, you have no idea what's going on inside. So what are you doing outside right now?
Me? What
Yep.
am I doing?
Mhm.
Nothing. Just hanging out with Elvin.
Okay.
We
Okay.
were,
So
we were gonna go
Abaddon,
back.
when this thing wrapped around you, it is smothering you. You are grappled, and until the grapple ends, the target is restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocation, and the rug cannot smother another target. In addition, at the start of each target's turn, the target takes 2d6 damage plus 3 of bludgeoning. So 2d6.
Should have let me go first.
2
Yeah, very real though.
plus 4, 6 plus 3, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dang. I mean, like, I rounded the corner, right? I thought I was kind of like walking with him.
He was still in front, so he got taken first.
I mean, I understand he's still, but I mean, like, I
You're
wanted to at
there.
least be like.
You're like 5 feet
Thank
away
you.
from him, but you're.
Right.
Um,
I'm watching this go down.
okay, and so you can try to escape.
Am I close enough to help him?
It's
Okay.
not your turn yet. So I guess go ahead and roll like a strength check to try to escape.
Oh, fucking. But I can't cast anything?
You are restrained and blinded and at risk of suffocation. So I would assume that you can't really. You're muffled or you can't really talk.
Oh,
You're
right, and you do
restrained. You
need
can't use your
a lot of its
hands and
voice.
you can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Well, my firebolt, I just use my hand.
Okay, if you want to.
But then I could light the rug on fire, and when I'm on rug, you know. All right, whatever strength check it is. Got no other choice. 4.
You are still being held by the rug. That ends your turn. Eben, it is your turn.
I don't really know what's going on though, right?
Nope. So it's just you're interacting with Filion outside.
Okay.
So now it is the rug's turn, and he's just gonna keep on holding you, because he just does damage at the top of the target's turn. Yep. Okay, Max, it's your turn.
Oh man.
Come on, Oathbreaker.
I mean, I'm going to shoot it, but if I can't really shoot with Abaddon in there,
I was just thinking of your some special something that may happen. I mean, it's a risk you gotta
yeah, but I
take.
have. It is a risk I got to take. Is there any part of the rogue that I can fire at that I know is not going to hit Abaddon?
You could try to aim for a tassel, but I mean, it's still considered the rug.
I don't think that would make it let go though.
That's something that I also think too. I'm going to check very quickly my equipment.
Is he able to help me?
He can try to pull the rug off.
Is there anything around me that is flammable? Candle, an oil
You remember seeing 2
lantern.
candles inside of the bedrooms. There's a lantern in the study. The entire house is made out of wood.
So I want to sprint over, grab that lantern in the room that's like 10 feet from me.
Okay.
Can I grab that lantern and then sprint back over and
So
catch
you're
that thing on
sprinting,
fire?
or because you use more.
Well, can I move?
5,
Can I
10,
move over
15,
there?
20, 25, 30 will get you back to the desk to grab the lantern.
This one that's right near us. See how I'm right outside that door? In the first room.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you at the back at the foot of the bed. So
I don't want to be at the foot of the bed. I want to go over to
5.
that little
Oh,
dresser.
I thought the door was over here. Sorry. 5, 10, 15,
So
20, 25. There. You have the lantern in your hand. Because it was your
okay.
action to pick it up, and you did your movement there and back.
Give me 1 second, Tiefling. I'm trying my best.
It's okay. Just suffocating.
So from downstairs, you hear a and there's something moving around downstairs. You're not quite sure of what it is. um, can Eben and Filion roll perception, please?
That is a 4.
You are looking at a bug that is glowing and trying to figure out if you want to eat it or not.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, you happen to glance over at the main house, and you see a shadow begin to move.
Okay.
As downstairs, there's something moving around. I'm just gonna move you guys closer so you can see the interior of the house.
Yo, Elvin, I see something in there moving around, and I think I smelled smoke earlier.
uh, should I make the sound of a dying goat?
Well, I think we're way past that.
I'm like, as he says that, like it cuts over to me, and I'm trying to make the sound raps in.
All that is heard is silent little muffled.
Yeah,
Well, they,
only Max
But
can
you can't.
probably
Yeah,
hear.
it's really only Max that can hear. Okay.
I think they might need our help inside.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think
Filian,
we
it
will.
is your go right now. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna make my way. Oh wait, there's
Downtown.
something in there.
Sorry, I can't help myself.
I can't see. I only see a shadowy figure, right? I don't see where it's going or anything like that.
No, you just know that it's
Okay.
near the window over. Um. Oh, good God! They put a compass in. Oh, that is awesome. Sorry. That is so cool. Sorry, I just discovered that they added a compass into the software and I can turn the needle on the compass and it changes the angle you guys see. That is so fucking cool. Okay. Sorry. Nerding
All
out.
right. I'm
Um
gonna.
so you see in the window that's over here a figure that is passing by.
I don't see like if it's going up the stairs or anything like
You just know that you saw a shadow move through this
that. Okay.
window.
I'm gonna head towards the tree then.
Okay. So you definitely see it as you run by this other window, and it appears to be a suit of armor.
Oh shit. Just a suit, no person in it.
You see a suit of armor.
Damn.
You can roll to
This
see if you
place
know
is.
anything else, but you see a suit of armor.
You'd assume probably first off that there would be a person in it.
Well, I don't know. There's a
Actually,
magic.
you
There's a
don't know
magical
that,
fucking
you-
rug, so there could be a
But you
magical
don't
fucking
know
you
rug.
don't
about
know
that
that.
yet. You don't
You
know
don't
about
know
That's
about
that.
true.
that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. My bad. My bad. Can I?
But it
What do
would
I?
be
What do I
weird to
roll?
see, like a night
To go
in
up the
darkness.
tree. Hold on. Sorry, I actually had to count
No.
what you did for movement.
Uh,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you right there. If
to
you
see in, to see into the window, like better.
you will roll perception.
Okay, let me roll. Oh shit! I went everywhere. Damn it! 7.
Yeah, it is just a shadowy something suit
All
looking,
right.
glinting off of it armor. Okay, so Abaddon, back to you. You can try to escape there. Oh wait, he does more damage to you. Top of your
Thanks.
turn. Sorry. So he does 5 points of damage to you.
Frick yeah, I'm at 6 health.
7.
What?
I have you at 7.
Oh yeah, 7. Yeah, right.
Okay. And go ahead and you can try to escape if you'd like.
Might as well, man. Might as well. Sucks. My strength is crap. 9.
You are still being snuggle bugged up in that rug.
Oof.
It's getting a little hot.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little
And that was my action, right?
Yeah.
To,
And you have no movement because you're restrained.
yeah, because I'm restrained. Yeah.
All right, Eben, you're up.
I can't really see anything, so I'm just gonna follow. I'll just follow Filian.
So 5, 10, 15, 25?
Yeah, 25.
25 puts you right there in line with the window. So if you wanted, you know.
I try and look inside and see if I see anything.
Come on, he's too short to see me.
I can like.
Roll perception. He can hop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and look inside, I guess.
Okay.
That's racist.
roll perception and athletics.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So do I see anything? Do I
What'd you
roll?
roll? Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Perception.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 19.
Yeah, you see a shiny, squeaky set of armor starting to make its way up the stairs.
I look over at Philly and I go, We got to get through the window, and that's it.
Okay.
Wow, what'd you see? What the fuck?
And that's all I say. And that's all I say.
It leaves them to wonder.
Okay, so
We gotta
it's the
go.
rug's turn. He's just chilling. He's happy with what he's holding on to right now. Okay, so it is back to you, Max, and let me go back upstairs. Oh no. Okay. Alright. Shit, there was an error. I gotta restart Arkenforge, guys. I'm sorry. The game just decided to crash.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Story of my life.
Yep. Okay, sorry. Hold on. I mean, we were 2 minutes away from being done for the evening. Also, so I don't know
Okay.
if you guys want to
It
call
knew.
that
Oh,
fair.
don't even see if I freaking
Die or not.
take the fucking for real. Getting choked out by a rug.
I
I
know
mean,
nobody's helping
I
you.
wish I could at least
Dude,
put
I'm
the ball
trying.
gag on before the rug screwed me in the ass.
With your luck, it probably needs a key.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for playing with me tonight, guys.
Awesome.
So we'll be back at our next stream. I believe that is Tuesday, June 2nd. If you'd like, you can check us out at Twitter, which is at NatD20, capital D there. And we're also on YouTube, and we have a Facebook page, and there'll be links in the description. Hope everyone has a good night.
Cool. Bye.
Sweet.
Thank you guys. Take it easy. It's fun.